Hello everyone! Today, I'm going to be talking to you all about some of my favorite thoughts on camping. And also...
Hey, don't copy my style.
Okay. But I wasn't lying. I genuinely do love camping so much. Some of my first ever memories for being a kid are going to the movies with my grandparents, and also going camping with my grandparents, both of which I still do to this day. And camping in particular, I know it's not a universally beloved experience, but for me, it symbolizes family time, curiosity, and just that overwhelming feeling of calm, so I'm just gonna get to what it means to me. So, my grandparents have this lot up in the mountains from a nearby city, and for the first few years of my life, it was just an empty terrain where we slept on camping houses, and most of the time, we stayed in other locals' houses. Now, this is not your typical traditional camping spot. This is a city, a small community of people that live up there. They are self-sustainable, and it's an overall amazing place. Anyway, then we started to build an actual cabin for the family. I say we as if I was doing anything. Because in the poblado, small town, we were the only ones that didn't have one yet. And well, for my entire life, all these memories of going out in the mountains for at least 2 times a year, staying there for a couple of days, going hiking, walking around the roads to see what we find, playing on our lot, and just enjoying being out, it's genuinely beautiful. So now that you know that isn't just traditional camping, and let's get to the story, shall we? Once, it was a big get-together with my entire family, and I wanted to play in the little red card thingy. I don't know how you say it in English. But anyway, my aunt, she was gonna be playing with me. So she was carrying me along, and then she had the brilliant idea to get inside of the cart with me, and then we would go down the slope together. So then she hops aboard, and we started going down the hill that we have in our cabin. And while going down, the cart gets out of control, and we crash down into some nearby sand. That was from construction work. Check the cart. Is it okay? I found the other piece. Ugh. Wait. Another story involves me mentioning my cousin Diego. He is pretty much like my brother. We grew up together and did everything together, so naturally, he would come on all these trips with me. And one day, we were just playing along, and then while I turned my back on him, he damn threw a rock at me. And not just like a small pebble, it was a full-on rock that he threw at my back. For the rest of the day, I had to stay face down on the bed, and it hurt for like 3 days straight after that. Why are so many of these stories injury-related? Another thing I liked to do while I was there was recording YouTube videos. And I mean, like, while I was from 9 to 12, I had a series going on in one of my old channels that was entirely situated on our cabin. And every time we went there, I would update the story. And well, I think you can tell that on this channel too, because I did a whole ass montage for the last time I went. Other random and quick stories that took place here. This was the first time I ever saw snow, because over in my city it doesn't snow for shit. Collecting rocks for the house decoration my grandma loves to make. You guys already saw the horse corpse we found while we were there, and all the carnitas asadas we have had there. Oh, and who could forget the campfires? As a kid, I got really scared because they were dark and they would tell scary stories. But now, it's a really beautiful spot with calming vibes, heat as it can get really cold up there, and some nice chats. One time, there were some randoms that were just kinda lost, so we invited them in for the night. I talked to the man about the Pokemon, and the wife was just talking about how they were looking for some house. The next morning, they went to the directions that we gave them, and we never saw them again. But this is exactly the type of story and the type of experience that I love from that place. That kind of makes you feel that this isn't just some random camping spot. It's a real community of people that live up in the mountains. They all collectively have a water well, which they all maintain together. It's such a magical place. It totally gives up Gravity Falls vibes. Actually, another story is, while I was on my Gravity Falls deep phase, some of my uncles and cousins were gonna go investigate some nearby caves. So I went with them, of course, and sure enough, there were caves that I had never seen before, and I have been all over this place by now. Then we went in, and I saw all the obviously obnoxious dumb marks in the cave. But even that, and having on the flashlight in the cave, seeing some bats, made my Gravity Falls face grow even higher, dude. There are also so many memories of me watching DVDs there. Usually when the weather is too extreme outside, whether it's too hot or too cold, or it's just nighttime, we would always get a movie that we usually get from the market before we went out, and just kinda go there, get another cheap movie to laugh at when we were over there. Like the classic Two-Headed Shark. We found it at a clearance bin on the store, and I just knew we had to get it to watch it there. And let me just say that the only thing dumber than the name is the actual movie itself. But that's the reason why we got it, so whatever. Man, I could really talk about this place for hours. And that's something I realized while writing this script. But it's just really to show the real magical this place makes me feel. All the night takes, the amazing nature, all the animals just walk outside along us on the roads, checking up on all the locals while they've added to their cabins, discovering new places and spots I never saw before, getting up early every morning with a cup of coffee, some sweet bread. It's a Mexican thing. Going onto the porch, even just feel all the winter air on my head and just watch everything. It's something I will forever be grateful for my family to give me. This place holds countless stories, and I would trade nothing for it. There are so many more stories I didn't even get to tell here, like all the friendships we've made with the locals, the nighttime adventures, the time I grabbed a machete and almost used it on a cousin who scared me. Okay, maybe the last one was a little bit uncalled for, but still, I have to make a part 2 with this because this is not even scratching the surface of all my camping stories. But I was glad I was able to share this magical place. So now, if you excuse me, I'm gonna go drive up the most dangerous road in Mexico to get up there. Now, I'll see ya. That's not a joke, by the way. This actually is the most... Hello, you beautiful people. Yeah, this is the end card. Wow, okay, so... I'm sorry about this video being as delayed as it was. I had a lot of issues with work and with, just life in general. It was just everything got together. It was really hard, but I tried my best and I got it out around a decent day that I thought I could do it with all that stuff going on. So yeah, I am out on vacations. Well, no, I am not out on vacations. I'm going to be on vacation. No, excuse me. I'm going to be out on vacations for the next couple of days. And, yeah, but that's not gonna affect the next video. I already have it planned, or know what's gonna be. Actually, the clue for it, I'm gonna say it right now, is part 2. I'm gonna do a part 2 to a video. Probably could guess which one, but I'm not gonna say it. And yeah, also, I wanna give a shout out to Vitu, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that name wrong, Vitu, for all the fan art that they submitted. You can see here in the end card, we got 3 beautiful pieces of fan art, including this amazing Deltarune piece of work where I am in Deltarune fighting the Roaring Knight. That was so beautiful. Anyway, I want to thank you all for staying here, for being patient with me. Next video is hopefully, I know I always say this, but it's hopefully not going to take as long to come out. Yeah, so with all that said and done, until the next time our devices connect, I'll see you then.